Okay, welcome back to the Makor College Experience Parsha podcast, where we have all of our Makor College Experience students come together, share wisdom in this week's Parsha from the week and from all of our lives, and share with the world. Welcome back to all of our guests that are listening with us this week. It's been a good week, guys. It's been a good week. This week's Parsha is Parshas Toldos, and in this week's Parsha, Yitzchak is davening to Hashem. And he asks Hashem to help him feel close to him. Right? He's davening on behalf of himself and his wife Rivka. And that's an inspiring thing. Coincidentally, or as we know, nothing is a coincidence. Today is Rosh Chodesh Kislev. And on Rosh Chodesh Kislev, we start the month about bringing light into the darkness. Kislev is all about bringing light into the darkness. And Hanukkah, right? Everyone knows that Hanukkah is coming up. Yep. And that's all about bringing light into the darkness. And Yitzchak was asking Hashem, please, in the darkness that we have, the darkness that he and Rivka were going through, that they see the light. And as we know, when you bring a candle into the room, right, if we brought a candle into the room right now, it wouldn't shine very bright because the lights are on. The darker it is, the brighter the candle shines. And Yitzchak was asking Hashem, please, in this time where it's really dark, shine bright so that I can feel close to you. Okay? So we have a special guest with us this week. Right? This is a pretty big deal. For our listeners, usually we have our students on, and we're going to have a little bit of that also. But I also want to introduce a very special guest who is very close to the Makor College Experience program, Mr. Aaron Gedalowitz. Would you please come up here? All right, guys. It's a big deal.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
How you doing, Mr. Aaron?
Good. I thought I'd pop into the studio for a little bit.
Okay, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Have you here more often.
If only. If only.
Okay, very nice. Well, what do you think
About?
bringing light into the darkness?
It's a good,
What does that mean to you?
It's a good thing, because it sounds like a very intense thing, right? It's very extreme, it has to be very, very dark in order to bring that light into the darkness. And, that could sound a little scary sometimes. It could sound very intense for people. And I think it's important to remember that even within inside of us, we all have that ability to spark that flame, to light that candle, to be the guide in the light, to really change something. We all have that ability, whether if it's something big or if it's something small, if it's something to help someone else or to help ourselves. And it's very easy to get caught up in the dark. What if you don't have a candle? Who carries candles anymore these days? Do you carry a candle?
Yeah.
Do you carry a candle, Robert? I don't think so. Do you carry a candle? No. I think it's just an idiom. But even aside for that, maybe you don't have a candle, but maybe you have your phone light. Even any little bit of light is something, right? So it's important to make those changes and to try to be the light.
I think the important thing for us to realize. That's right, Robert. But I think the important thing for us to realize is that even if you don't have a candle with you, we all have something with us that we use as a candle.
Yeah, exactly.
Come up, Baruch. Baruch, come up here also. Let's get our first student up here. Robert's on the ball. We're going to get to that in a moment. But we're going to get our first student up here. Baruch, how are you?
Good.
How was your week?
Great.
What is something that you would like to share with the guests about your candle? When things are dark in your life, when things are just seemingly very dark, what's something that you do to make things brighter?
I would look for something small just to spark, what's it called? To make it more, happier in a way. Like, the little, small little things make it, more happier so you can feel better than just feeling down in a way.
That's so inspiring. There's always something we can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Even if it feels like we don't have that candle with us, right? We don't carry physical candles with us all the time. There's always something that we can do. For some guys it's listening to music. Some guys, it's calling a friend. What's your candle? What's the one thing that, when you're feeling down, the one thing that you do?
Talking to a friend, listening to music.
That's great. That's great. Does that always help, or sometimes you need a little more?
Sometimes you need a little more, sometimes it's good.
Is it ever discouraging if, like, sometimes the candle just doesn't shine bright enough, or are you always able to make it bright?
Sometimes it's not enough. Like, it needs more of a.
It makes oomph.
Yeah.
You need oomph.
Yeah.
Right? Who do you go to when you need that? Who's your go-to person that you go to give you that oomph?
Either my parents or someone older than me, or someone that can help me out.
I love that. That's fantastic. Okay. Baruch, thank you for joining us on this week's podcast.
Thank you.
And we're going to call up our next guest now, Robert. Robert, you seem like you had something really nice you wanted to share. Come on. Come on up. So, Yitzchak was davening to Hashem that they should be close. Right, Robert?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it always easy to focus on your relationship with Hashem, or sometimes we get distracted, we get cloudy?
You get there's a lot of distractions in the world.
Okay. What's one thing that you do to light your candle, to bring you back to your connection with Hashem?
I would say to daven and to pray.
That's awesome. So before you were saying that our neshama is what we focus on.
Yeah.
Robert is probably referring to what we learned in our Tanya class together. That we have to focus on our neshama, and that your neshama that Hashem gave us is the most important thing. And when you put that at the most importance, there's no way you can't be overflowing with v'ahavta re'echa k'mocha. Of course you're going to love every Jew. Because if you put the neshama at the most importance, at the highest plane of importance, and then you realize everyone in this room has a neshama, and the neshama is it's a piece of Hashem, right? Like, it shines bright.
Yes.
It's a literal piece of Hashem. It wasn't something that he made from materials from Home Depot.
Yeah.
He took a piece of himself and he gave it to us. When you look around the room and you realize that everyone has a neshama, and you realize that that's the most important, of course you're going to love everyone.
Yep.
So sometimes our relationships with others are our candle.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. When you're feeling like things are very hard, who's your go-to person? Who's the person in your life that you're like, that's a relationship that I have, that's my candle. That makes my neshama feel better.
I think you should go to I think you should go to the higher power.
You think you should go straight to God?
Yeah, to God.
Straight to God. Cut out the middleman. Daven.
Yeah,
I like that.
Daven.
Okay. That's great. Robert, thank you for joining us in this week's podcast.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Aaron,
Yeah.
what's your candle?
What is my candle? That is a great question. I think my candle is my family and my friends. I think that a lot of my energy wouldn't be possible if it weren't for them. I think that when I'm around other people and I have the ability to help other people or to interact with other people, you know, kind of my social battery gets charged as opposed to being drained. And you might talk to somebody for 20 minutes and be like, okay, I want to leave the conversation. But for some reason, I'm the guy who's like, okay, let's keep on talking, you know? Maybe Nitty's a little bit more like that. I'm not so sure. But, what?
Also, that's also good. I should have said something like that.
Family and friends? It's okay, I'm saying it for you. You know, that, yeah, family and friends are very, very important. I think that there are times when I'm upset, and I can be really, really upset, but the people that cheer me up are my family and my friends, and I think that that's my candle. And through them, I think that's what gets me to get to that, as Robert said, the higher power. So, yeah.
I totally agree. I mean, I know for myself also, like, when I'm, like, feeling like the world's dark, like, my family and friends are my candle. And that opens it up to me. And the right friends bring you into Hashem also, right? What do we say in the Tanya? What do we say in the Tanya, Nitty? We have to draw them in with what?
Love.
With what kind of love? Do we say fishing rod love? Little fishing line love?
Artful.
Spiritual love.
Spiritual love? What else did we say? Thick cords of love. Avaisais ahava. The thick cords of love, right? We didn't say little fishing line love. No one knows more than Mr. Aaron that sometimes that fishing line just snaps.
That's right.
Sometimes that fishing line snaps. But you know what doesn't snap? That really big rope that they use on ships to tie it to the dock. Sometimes they're attached to the anchor, right? You lasso, like just like Baruch, you lasso that around someone, you draw them in with that. You gotta draw people in love. The right friends draw you in love. They draw you in with love, and that is your candle. Thank you all for joining us on this week's Makor College Experience Parsha podcast. As we head into Kislev, remember that darkness isn't a sign to give up. It's an invitation to shine and to harness your candle. And in the darkest times is when our candle shines the most. Hope everyone has an amazing Chodesh Kislev, an amazing Shabbos. Good Shabbos to everyone from the Makor College Experience.